and we're talking about the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos, Nigeria, or the Ibrahim Babangida Bridge. It's something which had played a huge part of my life and millions of Nigerians and Lagos residents. As a child, I grew up in Lagos, the then capital of Nigeria. When I was born in the mid-1970s, Lagos was a thriving and booming city with rapid population growth and economic growth. And what that growth did was actually generate a substantial increase in traffic. And that traffic became such a problem, and there was so much of it, that the then government of the day actually issued an edict that only odd or even numbered cars or car registration number plates could be used on certain days as a way of temporarily trying to manage the traffic problems within the city. However, that was only a short-term solution. A longer-term solution was required. And that actually kicked off in the month and the year that I was born, August in 1975, with the construction of what became known as the Third Mainland Bridge. It was built in three sections, the sections first and third being built between 1975 and 1980. And it's that section that I remember travelling on as a small boy and actually watching the construction of the final phase. And I was awestruck as a small boy growing up, just the scale of the construction, how they were building these piers out in effectively an open lagoon, 45 metre spans, built on piles 46 metres deep. And then later on, when I was living out in Nigeria in my late teens, I remember travelling on that section of effectively an expressway or a motorway, 4 lanes of traffic in each direction, and really being impressed that it delivered everything that it was designed to deliver. It increased mobility within the city, allowed the growth from the port, and increased the quality of life for Lagos residents. So much so, in fact, it was almost too much growth. And some 40 years later, from when it was first commissioned, Lagos is facing similar challenges due to the population growth, due to the economic growth of the city. It once again is facing the challenge of increased traffic and congestion, and the government is now actually commissioning the Fourth Mainland Bridge. The original, or the Third Mainland Bridge, was 11.8 kilometres. It was, for a time, the largest road bridge in Africa until a similar structure was built in Egypt and Cairo in the late 1990s. The Fourth Mainland Bridge designed to be 38 kilometres. And I'm sure the construction of that would be witnessed by young boys and young girls, and hopefully inspire them to become interested in engineering, like me, going on to further studies and becoming a chartered civil engineer. In order to become a chartered engineer, I actually remember taking my exams in this room some 16 years ago in the shadow of Thomas Telford. And I'm now proud to call myself a member of the Institution of Civil Engineers and a chartered civil engineer. And over the course of my career, I've worked on some fantastic, iconic projects. I spent the last 20 plus years constructing water and wastewater projects, both here and in the Middle East. Today I'm currently working on the Lower Thames Crossing project. It's an infrastructure project designed to relieve congestion in and around the Dartford crossing, the M25, an important link for both trade and the local population moving from north to south London. And that's going to be over 3 kilometres of new tunnel, over 18 kilometres of new 3-way expressway standard roads, 70 miles an hour, designing and hopefully solving the same problems that existed in Nigeria all those years ago. I think now is a great time to become interested in engineering. Within the United Kingdom, there's a huge amount of infrastructure projects ongoing. High Speed 2 in rail, we've got Crossrail 2 being developed, we've got the Lower Thames Crossing, we've got Hinkley Point, new nuclear power, we've got new wave power. All of these things require good quality men and women to deliver these fantastic projects. All of these things